I'm gonna show you guys some tips and tricks with packing our kitchen stuff. And then I get a call from a guy pretty much telling me I'm not going to have a U-Haul. Welcome back to part 2 of my moving vlog. And if you didn't see my first one, I'll link it up above, but I gave lots of tips and tricks to the beginning process of moving. Now we are a little bit farther into the process. I'll show you what we have. Got lots of stuff packed up already. I am today going to be taking everything out of our kitchen and packing our kitchen stuff. And I thought I would continue to give you guys some good packing tips because the kitchen is a very delicate, fragile piece of your house that you don't want getting broken in the move. So I'm gonna show you guys just some tips and tricks with all that kind of stuff. We are gonna be taking our decor down so I can show you guys how I'm gonna fill those holes and all that kind of stuff. I just kind of pulled everything down from the kitchen that we're not gonna use in the next 5 days. I'll show you guys what it looks like right now because it's a disaster. So here's the kitchen right now. There's just a lot of stuff everywhere. So I just pulled down, like I said, what I'm not going to be using in the next week. This is just all my baking ingredients. Definitely not going to be baking any cookies while we're in the process of moving. So I thought I could pack that up. Some glasses that we don't use. That's what it's looking like in here. I'm going to pack everything up now. Here's the big pile of stuff that I did yesterday. I think we're making some good progress. So I'm on my last cup and I just thought I would show you guys what I do to pack cups, wine glasses. I also have a couple pitchers in this box specifically, but I feel like cups and stuff are the easiest to break in a move because it's just glass and easy to break. So what I do is I take some packing paper. This is gonna be a little bit loud. And I just shove it in the cup till it's full like that, and then I just wrap the rest all the way around the cup like that. And what I did in the bottom is I took some I think 4 pieces of packing paper, crumbled them up, put them at the bottom, and then put 1 layer of bubble wrap on top of that, just so anything on the bottom has a little bit more cushion in case it gets set down hard. I wrapped my wine glasses. I did the same method I just showed you, and then I also wrapped some bubble wrap around it. So everything in here is actually very cushioned on its own and from each other because it's like bubble wrap on paper. So this is what it looks like right now. Let's see how heavy it is. Oh, not too heavy at all. So I could fit a couple more, maybe lighter things on the top, but I just thought I would share that with you. So obviously some time has passed since I filmed my last clip. It's now evening time, but I made it to some plates and bowls, and so I wanted to show you guys how I pack those because I think it is a very useful tip. So what I do is I cut my bubble wrap into squares like these, and then I'll just grab my packing paper. What I'll do is I'll wrap it up like that, and then I will throw a bubble wrap right here. Next bowl can go inside that bowl that has the bubble wrap and the paper. So like this. And then you'd put another piece of bubble wrap, and then you would just keep going in that same pattern. So that's what I do for bowls. For plates, it's kind of the same thing. Wrap, bubble wrap, plate, wrap, bubble wrap, plate. Same exact pattern. So that's what I'm going to be doing for all those kinds of things. Happy Wednesday. Today is another packing day, and I actually have lots of updates for you guys and some half updates. So You probably don't even really know all the things that have been going on behind the scenes because I haven't talked about it because it's been so back and forth that it was a whirlwind. So we are officially moving into the house Saturday now instead of Sunday. And so that means it's crunch time. That means we have to get packing fast. And so my parents are actually coming 2 days earlier. They're going to get here tomorrow night. And they're going to help us all day Friday to pack everything up into the U-Haul so that we can get going first thing Saturday morning. And since I mentioned U-Haul, let me just tell you the short story with all of that. So about a week and a half ago, I booked our U-Haul online and I made the reservation and everything. And then I get a call from a guy pretty much telling me I'm not going to have a U-Haul. And he didn't quite say that, but he pretty much was like hinting around the fact that there's just no U-Hauls in LA right now. And which I think is actually kind of hilarious because that just goes to show how many people are moving out of LA right now. He was like, we can't tell you are going to have one, but, maybe get a backup. So I was like, okay, this isn't making my planner mind feel very well. So I booked another moving truck with budget, and it was a little bit smaller of a truck. And by a little bit, I mean like the budget's a 16-foot, the U-Haul's a 20-foot. So it's quite a big difference between the two trucks. Anyways, budget made me feel a lot better because they pretty much said I would most likely have a truck, but they can't guarantee it. They said they would call me on Wednesday, today. So I got a call from U-Haul this morning saying they had a truck for me. Yay! But it was in Santa Barbara. So it's not the end of the world. It's the truck we wanted. It's the truck we reserved. But it is like an hour and a half away. So it'd be like a 3-hour trip just to get the truck. But it's a truck that we can have and that we can use to move, which is great. They gave me as many free days as I wanted to pick it up, so I could pick it up today and get 2 free days and start paying for it on Friday. I'm still waiting for budget to call me and tell me if they have a truck, but it is quite a bit smaller, so we'll just have to see what happens with all that. I'll keep you guys in the loop. The good thing is we have a truck and we have a house to move into. So those are the 2 most important things right now. Anyways, that's all the saga for now. I am today going to be taking down all of our decor and packing all of that because I remember last time we moved, I left that for last because I'm like, that'll take 2 seconds to take everything down. I put it in a hamper because we were just moving like 2 miles away and easy peasy. But no, it took me way longer than I thought it would to just take down the decor. So this time I'm being a little bit smarter and I'm going to take a little bit more time and dedicate a day to taking all of it down. I also am going to be patching holes this time because usually you don't have to patch holes. Usually the apartments do it for you. This apartment's a little bit different. When we moved in, there were still nail holes and it didn't look like they had painted at all. They didn't even clean before we came. With that being said, we really want our security deposit back. And so we're just going to patch the holes. It's easy. It's actually really fun to do. Last night, I have 3 different putties. And so last night I tried different putties on each wall to see which one I liked the best. It is crunch time. We need to pack, Willow. I'm going to be very busy today. I will take you along and show you what I'm doing. I'll give you guys more tips for moving. Let's get going. Okay, so here's my little nail filling kit right here. I got my nail filler, I got my putty, got my spatula, and a wet sponge. This is just a very old sponge that we have, and I wet it down. So I will show you how I do the holes, probably on the last hole of this wall, but I'm gonna take down our art gallery wall kind of thing, and this is when it gets real, people. This is when you feel like you're gonna be moving. The boxes, meh. No decor on the walls, moving. So we're now at our last hole, so I thought I would show you guys how I'm doing it. I'm just doing it the best I know how. You're just gonna get a little bit of putty on your spatula, just on the corner. This is probably a little bit too much. It's nice when you're doing multiple because you can just kind of spread it out, but you just fill it up like that, fill the hole, and then just scrape over it till it looks soft. Then you just take your sponge and wipe all around the hole, like so, getting any of that excess putty all around, and then you just go and it pretty much disappears. This is an off-white wall, so my guess is when it dries there will be a slight whiter cast around the hole, but the rest of the rooms are white walls, so that's really awesome. Once I took everything down, there was a lot of scratches because the paint is matte paint, which don't ever do matte paint in your house. It's the worst. It just, everything clings to it. It scratches so easily. That being said, our frames that were up there did kind of scratch the walls. Not really scratch, but it did leave like some black marks or whatever. So I just took a magic eraser, wet it, and then rubbed it down, and everything came off. Once we move our couch out, I will use a spray and then really like clean the wall. But for now, that took care of it. That's how I'm gonna be patching the holes in our house and cleaning our walls. I'll link everything below in case you need to fill some holes or clean some walls. So empty in here. It's echoey. I don't know if you can hear it on the camera, but everything is off the walls now. I'm gonna keep my plant up there until moving day. Same with this plant, we'll keep it here. And I'm gonna use my makeup desk again, so I'm not gonna put away that stuff. But wow, look how empty it is. So crazy. It's like when we first moved in. All done. Hello guys, I am back to share another moving tip with you guys, and that has to do with picture frames, decor, big items that don't necessarily fit in your boxes that are very fragile. I always have packed them with blankets. You could use towels, just anything fluffy that will keep them from, being knocked around and touching each other. I literally just wrap the picture frame in a blanket. There's two frames right here, put them together, and now they're all cushioned. In the past, when we've just been moving a short little distance, I have just put these picture frames with the blanket around them in a laundry basket and then carried them by hand. Well, this time, since we're moving to a different state, it's a much longer drive and everything. I'm not sure how much room we're gonna have in our cars, and so I would rather just pack these away in a box right now and not do the laundry basket thing. So that leads me to my next hack, and that has to do with our box, because my picture frames are all too long to fit in any boxes. And I learned this hack on TikTok. I have not used it yet. I have not ever done this, so you're gonna watch me do it for the first time. But it's to make the box less boxy and more long. So the first thing they have you do is cut the flap in half on, I think it's all, let's do the opposite side first and then see where we're at. I don't want to ruin this box. And then I'm going to do it on the same side, but on the bottom. Okay, so now what they do is fold this part of the box. Oh, it folds really easily in half, where you have your two flaps that you just cut. Fold that part in half, and then the other side like so. So then now it's just long like that. I'm gonna attempt to show you this from this angle. So you have your flaps like this. So you're gonna now fold it in, and then same on the other side, fold it in, and then you take these long flaps and just fold it over like so. I'm actually gonna do the other side so that I have the thing right there where I can see what's inside the box. Now that I have it like that, I'm just gonna tape it up. Now we have the box long ways like that, and it will fit our picture frames now because it did not fit them before except diagonally, but then I couldn't fit anything else in the box. That is an awesome hack. Thank you, TikTok, for that hack, because that was so much easier than trying to fit them all in a box sideways. My next tip for moving is to tape things together that go together, including the screws, the mounting plates, anything that goes together. If you tape it together, it's so much easier when you move in and are starting to unpack things to find all the pieces, the right screws. I'll tape things to the back of my mirrors, picture frames, organization things, anything that has, or IKEA furniture. A lot of IKEA furniture is very specific. So if you're taking anything apart, tape it together, tape the screws on the back. It'll save you lots of time when you're moving in and unpacking. So I thought I would just jump on here real quick before we leave and give you guys a quick update as to what's going on. We are gonna go pick up our U-Haul right now in Santa Barbara. A lot of things transpired, but we canceled the one in LA because they pretty much told me there's no way of guaranteeing it's gonna come until Saturday, which is the day I booked it for. So I was like, well, we'll just drive to Santa Barbara. We're about to go embark on a little 3-hour journey. Here's some other things that have changed. Originally, we were moving on Sunday. Then it got moved to Saturday, and now I think we're gonna end up moving on Friday, which is in 2 days. So I've made a ton of progress today. And so when my parents get here, we'll like suss it out tomorrow night and just decide, okay, are we gonna move Friday? If not, we'll still move Saturday and then just have a chill day of packing the U-Haul and everything. But I think I'm gonna end up packing the U-Haul tomorrow just because I won't have much to do. I'll show you guys how much I got done today, and then we're gonna hit the road. Nolan putting another box on.
Got one more.
Good work, babe. Got tons done today. I mean, it honestly doesn't look like a lot more, but it is.
When you started to stack
yeah, I started
4 boxes high,
yeah.
Previously was
That's so true.
I need to tape this down.
Okay. Yeah, I started stacking things higher.
Let's just hope there's not an earthquake tonight.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Ready, baby? We're gonna go bye-bye in the car to Santa Barbara.
Oh, yeah,
You've never been to Santa Barbara, and neither have you. Let's go.
We're gonna go on a car ride.
Willow is already curious about the U-Haul. Do you want to go up there? Good girl. What do you think? Wow, she's brave. Oh, I take it back. Got our U-Haul. I'm really shocked as how curious she is. She's never like this with things, so. We made it into the U-Haul. So now we have an 1.5-hour drive back to LA. But we got the U-Haul, which is very exciting. We weren't sure we were going to get a U-Haul.
We got it. It all worked. I would do this to move there a day early.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's only an hour 24, but with this thing, who knows?
got the U-Haul back to our house. Yay. Good job, Nolan. Way to drive the big boy. Now, tomorrow, we pack it. So I just showered and got ready for bed. I am exhausted. I think it was like 14 hours straight of just going hard on packing. We had to drive, get the U-Haul, but I am beat. Like, honestly, keeping my eyes open at this point is like a chore. So I'm going to close out the vlog here because I'm pretty much all packed now. So I will have a moving vlog coming out very soon as well. If you guys like these packing, moving, house organization kind of videos, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel and tick the bell so you get notified every single time I post, because I do upload videos every single week. And I will see you on moving day.